BCCI was the CIA's Bank of Credit and Commerce International that it secretly owned, and Richard Kerr admitted it was a mistake to fail to disclose any information. It was John Kerry who investigated BCCI back when it was part of the Iran-Contra affair. But who managed BCCI out of Bear Stearns? Wouldn't you believe it's none other than Jeffery Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein. BCCI Management Company is set up by Schottenstein, Zacks, and Dunn in Columbus, Ohio, which overlaps with Epstein. And Epstein leaves the Dalton School, where he had just been hired by Donald Barr, who was a director of the OSS, along with Alan Dulles. So it's kind of like Kerry investigating BCCI. It would be like William Barr investigating Epstein, or like Alan Dulles investigating JFK. But what's absolutely bananas on this, there's Donald Barr, is that BCCI is reinstated on 9/11. That's right, backdated. What was Epstein doing in Columbus, Ohio? It's fairly obvious when you zoom in and take a macro and micro look at the activity associated with both the CIA, insurance, U.S. agriculture, and airlines. And they named 9/11 Northwoods Ventures. I didn't name it. They name it. Northwoods 1, Northwoods Ventures, Nationwide 1, Nationwide 77, which represented the farmers' coal and minerals estate. Landmark Inc., see how it's missing a D? If you zoom in there, it's just LAN, comes back as a fake entity, not owned by U.S. citizens. You see this? Majority of whom? Well, when they reinstate all of the historical grain and elevator mills and wells, they reinstate them, it's Lyndon Johnson who was the last president in 1966. Yeah. President Johnson also barred covert associations between the CIA and scholarly institutions after an investigation that the CIA was secretly managing a network of insurance entities. That's right. They also were investigated or claimed to have employed grain spies. Grain. Well, the World Trade Center goes hand in hand with global grain exchange. It had been housed in the World Trade Center historically, ahead of 9/11. But on 9/11 of 2001, very similar to BCCI, everything changed. And the World Trade Center trademark was claimed out of New Jersey and became entertainment services, including but not limited to the production of television shows, video production, or motion picture films pertaining to the World Trade Center disaster. Schwartz, Silverstein Farms, they were granted an art installation, a wheat field. Yep, it's right there. That little, it looks like a port now, because right after 9/11, they needed access to be hauling all that steel straight across to China.